Okay, so hi. So hi people, or hi guys, it's Liz Mitchell. Just so yeah, um, whoa. What? So so yeah, um oh, this is actually better with it being a little close over. Okay, but um but yeah, so um I wanted this video to be as kind of a high and a int basically an updated this is me type video for all the new people who just decided to follow me out the blue. So yeah, one to all the people who decided to follow me within the past few months or so, thank you for being willing to do so. But at the same time, I don't want you guys to feel obligated or like you have to do so, if that makes sense. And I just spilled some of that on my little end table. Willie. Okay. But yeah, anyway, so My name is Liz Mitchell, and I have I just say CP because it's easier to say that and shorter to say that than cerebral palsy. Okay. Yeah. Percent. I possibly have dysautonomia as well. I apparently have ADD as well. That was diagnosed in 2005, but nobody ever told me about that and I basically had to find that out myself 2 or 3 years ago. So, yeah, that was a shock. I still cannot really bring myself to believe that I have that. I also have some mental illness like depression and anxiety, which were actually diagnosed by a doctor in 2018. And apparently, since maybe 6 or so months ago, actually, PTSD or something. And I still really do not want to. That one still really just rubs me the wrong way. But, yeah. Retirement. Damn. What? What are you doing, doggy? Huh? What? What? What are you doing, buddy? Huh? And that was my doggy. Yeah. What? Do you see yourself in the mirror? Huh? Yeah, he probably sees himself in the mirror. Yeah, he does. Maddox, what are you doing, buddy? Maddox. Yeah, hang on. What? Oh, what? What? Ow. Maddox, what? Are you looking at yourself in the mirror? But yeah. Other than the physical stuff. Yeah, other than the physical stuff, and I don't know why, but I feel like this is going to sound stupid, but no. But in college, I wanted to be. Okay, D is good. But so in college, I wanted to be a You know how when you're young, everybody has the idea of being a professional or I feel like everybody wants to become quote unquote famous to a point. Yeah, like I actually wanted to be like I wanted to be a musician, but I can't remember if people were just telling me to be practical or something. But but yeah. So What was I going to say? Whoa. One string is a bit really out of tune. What? You know what? Really? Okay. So I've been playing this since high school, and I am so out of it right now that I don't even remember the order in which how to tune it. Like it just will not come into my head right now. But or what I want to say, but basically I decided, hey, I still want to do something with music, so I thought trying to become a music production in college, but yeah, obviously that didn't really last, so EAD. No, there it is. The D was just really sharp, and I couldn't pick up on that. So yeah. But anyway, I wanted to do something with music production in college, but that didn't get far at all, cause yeah, a lot of stuff happened in college that quite possibly led to this mental illness diagnosis too. So yeah, I would kind of be open to sharing about that if you guys, well, actually regardless of if you guys wanted it or not, but yeah. So like all that stuff from college just like I don't know, like it really like messed me up, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of partly why I'm having some of the issues now that I am at least cognitively and being able to stay conscious or something. Like, it hurts. It actually hurts to try to even just play this for like 3 to 5 minutes, if that. And it actually really annoys me. Because I've been trying to play this for 4 years pretty much, and I still feel like I only know basic chords and I cannot really move that fast or as fast as I need to, because I just cannot move that fast. Like, that's probably as fast as I can move from chord to chord. I cannot, I don't really think I can move that much faster, and it actually kind of annoys me. Because other guitar players just make it look so easy. And I feel like I definitely should be followed along with being able to play this instrument, and I cannot even play a single song yet. But then at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, they're not disabled. Like, oh yeah, they're not disabled, and they do not have slower reaction time. So, or just slower movement in general. So, or hand-eye coordination, or slower hand movement, or hand-eye coordination, or whatever might be going on. Oh yeah, and they don't get muscle pain and tiredness after like a few minutes of trying to play this. So, yeah. But, also, towards the, actually, no, like, I think about, to the end of 2018, the beginning, towards the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, I think I grew up in the Christian Lutheran Church, and around the ending of 2018 to the beginning of 2019, I must have just decided to step away from Christianity and just go to full-blown spiritualism. Yeah, like, yeah. Like, sorry guys to the people around me, but for me personally, God was inserted into a lot of stuff, especially around that time when he was inserted into a lot of situations where he should not have been, really. So at that point, it was kind of just a moment of like, the Christian God kind of started to rub me the wrong way because of how people were inserting him into, trying to insert him or bring him into situations where he should not have been. But then also, it's like the thought came into my mind of like, I wonder why people believe there's other religions, because at that time I was still kind of actually a lot in the Christianity mindset, but I was mostly just questioning and wondering, why do other people believe in these other religions? And then I just had the thought of, hey, you know what? If God exists, he shouldn't, he, sh- he then you know what? He shouldn't mind me wondering about other religions and why people believe that. Because you know what? Worst comes to worst, I will have just, if I wanted to move away from him and go learn about other religions just for the sake of learning about them and why people believe in them, hey, maybe I can at the very least learn something. And you know what? If it's not for me, I'll come back to Christianity, but then, and the Christian God, but at the very least I would have learned something and tried to learn other people's point of view. And hey, if it works for me, I mean, the Christian God still shouldn't necessarily be mad at me, cause hey, I didn't go away from him with bad. I didn't go away from him with bad intentions, so he cannot really fault me for that. Like, hey, I went and explored other religions to just to learn about why people believe in these other religions and about these other religions as well. So he can't really fault me for that. So now I'm kind of like more spiritual more than anything. But I also I'm kind of really into Norse, like into the Norse. Yeah, like you know, Loki, Thor, and Odin from the Marvel movies. Yeah, they are based in actual Norse mythology. And actually, it was so I never really seen the Marvel movies until maybe 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. But just something kept pushing me to watch them. And I think on my second watch through, once I got to Thor Ragnarok and I first saw the Rainbow Bridge going to Asgard, I just had the thought of I wonder if this movie is based off something. Cause I feel like almost all movies are, even fictional ones, are based off something, or at least grounded into something real. So I looked up to see if the Rainbow Bridge was like at the very least inspired by something, and that's how I found out. That's when I first found out about about like, oh, actual Norse mythology is a thing. Like, oh, okay, didn't know that. And you know what? And you know what? At the end of the day, I just feel like, you know what? Whether the Christian God exists, like the Christians have led us to believe that he does, and maybe the Christians are right, or I don't know, maybe the Buddhists have it the most accurate, or or I don't know, maybe the pagans do, I don't know. Like, or what if every single religion or branch of spirituality has at least one thing right? You know, I don't know if the Christian God exists or not, or if all the other Norse gods and goddesses do, um, or any of the other pagan gods and goddesses. I don't know, but you know what? Whether the Norse are right, whether the other pagans are right, whether the Buddhists or the Buddhists are right, or other spiritual people are right, or other the Christians are right. I don't know. And at the end of the day, does it really matter? Cause I do not think, you know, at the end of the day, maybe every single religion has something to teach us. Or, hey, maybe none of the actual main religions exist. I don't know. I just care about, because right here in the here and now, like, this reality right now is what's real. So, I would just want to be a decent human being to, you know, I would rather just be a decent human being so that way if I were to, you know, go leave off this earth tomorrow, at the very least I can maybe say that I was, hopefully say that I was at the very least a decent human being, and not so you know, say that I was a decent human being just to say that I was a decent human being, and not because, you know, a possible fear of an afterlife punishment. So yeah. If that makes any sense. If that just made any sense. Yeah, so, yeah, um, and I think I can't, um, I can't remember when I started, but I think I tried to start a year ago, like some kind of at-home recording setup, because I thought, hey, if I can get back into making music, maybe I can do that from home and, make a decent enough amount of money to where I can, adapt and, like, work, in a sense, work from home and make more than enough money to live relatively comfortably off it. And when I say relatively comfy, I mean to the point where I can probably go at months, if not maybe a year, without working if I had to do that, and not have to worry about money and stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah. Um um oh yeah, and look, I got a new rug that came in yesterday, and I actually um I actually made an Instagram account purely just to go along with this channel. That is the name right there. And yeah, that was my first post on it. But yeah. So this is the new rug that I got. And this is the recording setup that I started. Trying to do a while ago. And I don't know why, but I'm really excited because I just got this room the other day too. as well as I got a new vacuum and new storage cubes. These are the fabric storage cubes that I got. And I also got this humidifier thing too. And here's the vacuum that I got as well. I also decided to get two more cube shelf things like this, but they're both just gonna be sets of 3. And I decided to get a new TV stand. And all that should be coming on Friday. This is some of the other stuff I got that should be coming. Also know that will be here on Friday. Here's the TV stand. And here's the cube organizer thing that I got. So I plan to put the TV stand right there and then the 2 cube organizers on both sides of the stand. So one right there in that little space between the speakers and the crutches, and the other one literally where that stick lamp is. If not, put the new TV stand, move it a little bit this way, so that way the other cube thing can be right by the vent so that way the other cube stand can be right here instead, right here on this side of the outlet. So, yeah. What are you doing, doggy? Huh? What are you doing? Oh, what? Are you happy, boy? But honestly, I'm thinking that I might have gotten a rug that was a little too small. Because I want the rug to go the complete length of the bed, so that way I can put a little bench thing right here on the end of the bed. Especially so that I can have something to sit on after a shower, because the shower can spark my heart to or spike it to 160 something. And even the shower bench doesn't really help. And just that little bit of up and down motion, and I'm just like, nope. And it is even hard and hurts to hold my phone right now, so yeah. This is kind of why I haven't gotten back into music yet, cause even this is hard. What? Maddox. What? The doggy was trying to scoot his butt on the rug last night when I first brought it down. Yeah? What? Maddox, what are you doing? What are you looking at? Come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah, also, Willie. Also, I, I'm very, to just say musician to musician. I found this dude on TikTok months ago, and I'm so glad I did. Now, I was scammed by this guy's many scammers since August, but yes, I was scammed by his scammers out of a lot of money, but I cannot necessarily bring myself to be mad at this dude or at the actual artist. However, I will be a little annoyed at, or not even a little, a lot annoyed at his team. So, I showed his account. I showed his account because, if any of you like quote unquote foreign music, and yes, I will call his music quote unquote foreign because it's not in English right now. It's not. So actually I feel like technically it is foreign music because it is not in English. But if you guys like foreign music, go check him out. His music is really good. Although, quite frankly, I would ask, if you go check him out, do not really go mention me. So, yeah. And see, what happened was with his scammers, how they got me every time was his scammers would say stuff like, oh, and I'm gonna feel so gross just saying this right now, because just you, I do not want to sound like a crazy love struck obsessed fan of his, but so the way his scammers got me was they would start off with like, hey, how long have you been a fan of mine? How long have you been listening to my music? So then I would tell them, and they would be like, oh wow, thanks for supporting me. And then it would turn into, I want to get to know you a little bit as a fan, so I thought nothing of it. And then they would always ask, are you single or married with kids? So I always thought that was a little bit weird, but like maybe it was normal, I guess, or at least, you know, it would be a normal question for just anyone to ask. So I thought nothing of it, but then they would always be like, oh, I love you, I wanna, like, oh, I love you, I wanna marry you, I wanna give you a job with me, and I wanna pull you up on stage with me. And, you know, more than the lovey-dovey thing, I think what really drew me every single time was the working with him part, and the, oh, I feel like this is gonna sound so bad, but not going to lie, the idea of dating a celebrity, I always joked about it in the past, because with my current financial situation, the money from being with a celebrity would have been great, but more than that, and I don't know, maybe it's me partially being a musician myself, and you know, kind of wanting to get, and me doing well this right now and being in that mindset for years. I thought nothing of it, because I thought, you know what, this guy is just another human being. Now, don't get me wrong, the money with him would have been great, especially my financial situation right now, but more so, I would have actually left him as a human being. I say all this to say that before this entire scammer situation with him, I admit I judged people too on you know, acting crazy with whenever they would say a celebrity or their favorite celebrity or something. Like, okay, dude, calm down. You don't need to cry, and you don't need to act crazy, like screaming, crying with a celebrity. But You know what? The situation with this artist's scammers, what? It actually got me thinking. Even with the US celebrities over here and the quote unquote crazy fans, now don't get me wrong, some of them are crazy, yes, but what if some of those quote unquote crazy fans really are just fans who have been blackmailed and love bombed for so long by so many scammers that they truly think that they have a chance with this celebrity. Like, now obviously the difference with me with this situation with this German celebrity is even though I might have been led on for the past 9 months or so, I am not going to throw myself at him if I were to ever see him. And I'm not going to lie, I still would love to see him. I just don't know how I'm going to make that work. And I mean this partially as a joke, but alber in Germany, you know Alber who does the power assist emotion wheels? If I get my passport over here, could you help get me over there to see this artist? Like, that would actually be kind of awesome. Like, please. I already had to pass up on the Germany trip once with my parents, and they still wing it up whenever they can, or whenever the opportunity comes up to wing it up, they will wing it up. And it actually just makes me feel worse, which is maybe why once the first scammer of this Alex Eder came up, I jumped on that opportunity because I didn't want to be a stupid person to pass up on this trip again. Especially since the last time I didn't have this, but now I do. So I thought I do not want to be the person to pass this trip up again, especially now that I have this. And because maybe with this I can withstand a trip over there to Germany again, or to withstand a trip over to Germany for the first time. And not going to lie, I would have been more like, sorry, Mr. Alexander Eder, but your concert would have been the last thing on my mind. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, that would have been, going to his concert would have probably been the cherry on top, but I would have just been excited to finally be in Germany. Like, oh yeah, let's go. So, Alber in Germany, yo, do you think if I could get my passport, you guys would be willing to get me out there to Germany? So that I can see this dude. Also, if I were to go out to Germany, could I try a pair of your power assist emotion wheels for the duration that I'm out? For the duration that I'm out there. Like, please, so that at the very least I can come back to the US and, maybe have something to give my wheelchair technician and the physical therapist over here in terms of, hey, I tried these wheels out for a few days, 2 weeks, and here's how that went. Seriously, Albert, I would be willing to just pop these wheels off once I got there and give them to you. Will I try those emotion wheels of yours? And then, before I would come back to the US, I would just exchange those wheels back for these or for mine. And, yeah. And Albert, and would you be willing to cover everything, like the cost of that trip to Albert, if you were willing to do this? Not going to lie, that would be cool. Now, obviously, I'm not going to expect you to do so, Albert, but, now, obviously, I wouldn't expect us to, even get to Albert, but you know what? That would be so cool if that could, actually happen. And what are you sniffing, buddy? What are you sniffing? What? And what are you looking at me for? So, yeah. And, and not going to lie, but, when all the scammers were running, when this artist's scammers were running their love scams on me, I kept having the thought of, hey, I could maybe film of hey, I could maybe film a video or two with him and put it up on my on this channel, and and to you guys, he would probably just be another person to you guys, and I don't know, maybe I could show you guys of hey, yo, this is Germany, and this is how Germany differs for the disabled this is the kind of stuff that is different for the disabled in Germany compared to the US. And I actually was going to count, and I was actually going to count on, because I did have the thought when I was convinced that I was going to go out there, that if I could do this or film a video with him out there and put it onto my channel, I actually was going to count on nobody over here knowing who he is. And I still kind of would count on that. So, although, and I think one of his first, I still cannot tell if it was one of his first scammers or not, but, they all harped on a supposed, like, VIP fan card thing. And so many of them said that it was very important for me to have that card because it's going to show that I was some kind of quote-unquote super fan, and that it was going to hopefully help him get to the United States someday, which he really wanted. And because my musician side came up full swing, if he wants to get to the US one day, I want this for him. And I still do. So you know what? Ooh, US people. Can we can we make this happen? Please. Can we make this happen? YouTube, can you come together right now? Just with how many new subscribers I got, with one of my last videos, can we just get him which I still don't know how that happened, but, yo. US people, can we get him over here? If he wants to come to the US, can we get him over here? Because, musician to musician, if he wants to come to the US, I want this for him. And, oh, I really want this for him. So, yeah. And, I don't know why. Well, I also just feel the need to tell him, I also just feel the need to address Alex Edo right now too. Dude, if this video should ever find you, Alex, your scammers did a number on me over the past 9 months. And, some of the blackout moments I've been having possibly didn't help anything. So, and if they took a big mental toll on me, and they did, I can only imagine the mental toll they are taking on you to deal with. Oof. Dude. Alex, I just want to wrap you up in a big metaphorical internet hug right now. And I just want to give you a back rub too. So just rubbing, I just want to pull you into a hug. Start rubbing your back up and down. Maybe go up to your neck and play with the bottom of your hair. And just be like, it is okay, dude. It is okay. Or it will be. I hope you do not find that weird. In a way, I love you, Alex. Oh, I love you, Alexander. In a way that is. And should anybody I would ask nobody to try to send this video to him unless they send it to his manager's actual email. So, yeah. And if you go to his Instagram page, you can find that email to send it. But, that's assuming this video will reach him. And I do not want to, actually I'm not going to assume that, so I don't even know why I just said that. So, yeah. Bye, guys. In Alber, Germany. Again, if I get my passport, could you guys please, I'm not gonna ask you if you can, but you know what, it would be so awesome if you could actually help me get out there to see him. Because I would really just, at the very least, just like this one cool life experience. So, yeah.